All right, I'm trying to do this story time one more time. Let's see if we can get through it. I'm wearing my old sweater. It's been cold and rainy and windy out here. And, 2 weeks ago I was swimming in the water and now I'm back to freezing again. So I have other sweaters, but I've been stuck in these two sweaters because they're so soft and comfy. I haven't wanted to get out them all winter. And I may have to wear them for another couple of weeks by the looks of the weather. So someone just inspired me to tell a story because I got thinking of something that happened to me. When I tell my stories, they are the truth unless I put a disclaimer at the beginning of the story. My stories are all true. I've lived a wild and crazy life, and there's some stories I can't put on the internet, so let me just say that. But anywho, I can't wait till my white hair comes in and then I have my old lady glasses on. I think I'll be more respected on the internets and people will appreciate my stories because they'll think I'm an elder. So, anywho, on this night, I was sleeping in my room. I was summoned to the basement. That's where my bedroom was. My friend told me that my bedroom was a foot shorter than his cell in jail. That's what he told me. And it was a tiny room in the basement, and that's where I was put. That's where they kept me. So, anyways, let's just get on with the story. So, on this night, I slept under the covers all the time, pulled tight up across my head, and I slept that way for a long time until someone told me, "You're an adult. You got to put your head on the pillow like a big girl and sleep that way. No more sleeping under the covers." But until that point in my life, I always slept under the covers real tight and cozy like. So, on this night, I feel a swish over my blankets and back, and swish and back. And I hear a peeping sound. Well, it sounded like something I hadn't heard before. It was just a weird crying sound. And I feel a swoosh over my blanket and back again. And as it's going back and forth, it's getting closer. Now I'm feeling it right over the blanket, right over the sheets. And I start hyperventilating and crying, and I'm scared. And now I'm getting very hot under the blankets, and I'm afraid that I'm going to kerplunk. I'm not going to make it out this night because I'm too terrified and I'm scared and I don't want to get up out of my bed. Thinking it's a bird loose in my bedroom. And you're probably thinking, a bird? Don't you love birds? Well, back then I didn't like them. I was terrified of them. And I didn't begin to love birds until I got older. So I thought it was a bird. I'm staying and things. So I start hollering for my mama, who's way up, 5 flights away, 5 flights of stairs away, and she may not hear me. And I'm screaming and I'm crying. I'm calling out, "Mama, Mama," and I'm crying. I'm getting hot under these blankets. I don't know how much longer I'm going to make it. So, by the grace of God, there had been a marital dispute, and my mama was sleeping on the couch on the third floor. And she heard me finally after an hour, well, maybe 45 minutes of screaming and hollering. She heard me and she came running down. It was the longest time of my life that had ever passed. Usually when you're little, you cry out for your mama. She's right there. Well, this took a long, long ass time. That's all I'm going to say about that. But she came and she took me upstairs. And I said, "There's a bird in my room." Like, what's going on? "There's a bird in my room. I'm scared. It was flying over me." And she probably thought at the time that I was making it up. So she said, "Well, come up and sleep on the other couch there." And so I did. And I was just freaked out still. But I tried to close my eyes and go. And guess what? All of a sudden, something flies up the stairs. And she goes, "What the hell is that?" And I said, "That's it. It's a bird. I didn't make it up." And she goes, "That's not a bird. It's a damn bat." And the bat was squeaking and flying around. And guess what she's trying to do? She's trying to hit it with a broomstick. All you got to do is open the door, open a window, and it'll fly out most of the time. But she's PO'd. Why? Because it just came after her baby girl and scared her to death. And her mom instincts kick in, and she's going to murk the bird, murk the bat. That's what she's going to do. It's not getting it alive. And she starts whacking it and whacking it. She's knocking down stuff in the process and, nearly hits the microwave door. And by that time, everybody in the family had come down and seen what's going on. This lady's crazed with her hair. her hair's up like this. You know, she's got that bleach blonde, frizzy, dry hair all stuck up like this. And she always wore a baby doll pajama top, like a nightgown that, you know, creeped up a little too high. And she's swinging this broomstick around. They think she's just cracking. I'm yelling, it's a bat, it's a bat. And so someone had the common sense to open the door, one of the doors, you know, that go outside, and see if the bat would go out there. Well, the damn thing would not. They flicked on a light outside and thinking it would go out. No, it didn't. So she got to whacking the bat. But we all thought it was a good thing. Well, not a good thing that the bat met its demise. But we had watched The Great Outdoors, and that is a movie with John Candy, and John Candy was an amazing comedian. If you don't know who John Candy is, Uncle Buck, but you might have not seen The Great Outdoors, and I highly recommend it, especially a summer watch. And it's good, clean. It's a pretty clean movie. But we had all watched that, you know, probably, you know, a few months prior, and there's a bat scene in there where they have to chase the bat around in the cabin. So it was like that. We watched the movie, and then we had a real life bat in the house. But that was you know, obviously, like I said, the bats are good. Don't murk bats, because they kill all the bad bugs. They eat the mosquitoes. We have it in our brains that we have to murk everything, possums and bats. No, 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 no. We need those things. And when I got a little bit older, we went out into this town